Right, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about clothing once again. It is absolutely freezing right now. Where I am, it is currently snowing and I'm in a room with no heating. So, it's not going to be very fun. I'm sat here in a Barbour jacket, which I did get from a charity shop as well. And there is a man mowing some lawn or something outside. So, if you can hear screeching, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's doing something. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through 5 fashion trends. Well, they're not really trends, 5 things in fashion which me personally I don't like and I don't personally understand. So I'm going to jump straight into it. There's 5 things on this list. I might do some more if I come up with some. But sometimes I see stuff on like Instagram maybe, or I see stuff on Twitter and I just think that is absolutely disgusting and it's horrible. Now, again, if you Now, just before we start this video, if you do do these fashion trends and stuff like that, don't be offended. It's literally just my opinion. You might think this jacket is really horrible, I do look like a bit like a farmer right now, so it's not that fashionable. But let's jump straight into it, and let's start off with something which is going to be very controversial and a lot of people are going to hate, is flared trousers / flared jeans, or any flared leggings or any flared thing. I absolutely despise it. Especially the flared leggings, because I've seen people wear them, especially women, and the flared bits going over their shoes. That wouldn't be the worst part ever, except for it was then going over their shoes onto the ground, and then effectively, as they were walking on their trousers or leggings or whatever. And the worst part is I've seen someone do that, where their leggings are on the ground and they are white leggings and they're on the ground and she's like stepping on them, and it's basically made the whole thing dirty. And I just think, well, you're never going to be able to wear them ever again. And I know people have probably bought them from like Boohoo Man or something, I don't know where you buy them from, but yeah, I just don't get it. Flared jeans aren't as bad in my opinion, but this isn't even really, I just don't like them. I just think they look really weird in general. They can look decent, but in my opinion, when I've seen them, they were a fashion trend about a year or 2 ago, and I think some people still wear them. And just in my opinion, I prefer not that, because I just think it looks a bit weird, like going from slim to like wide at the bottom. I know it's like a shape thing and stuff like that, but just my personal opinion, I would never do it, and I just don't like it when men or women really do. I think it looks a bit like 1970s sort of thing, and I'm not really a fan of that. Obviously, fashion trends go around in loops and loops and loops, and we could talk about that for years, how fashion trends just come back and go again, and then they'll be back again in a few years. For example, recently baggy jeans for a while have been in trend, like 90s style and stuff like that. So it comes and goes, but there are some stuff that stays in fashion. So moving on, we've got spray-on jeans or spray-on trousers. I'm gonna be honest with you, I hate it, because mainly because of the fact is I don't know how you're comfortable in that, right? I wear just straight leg jeans, not even slim fitting ones, because it's just like painful. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just a bit fat or something, but in my opinion, why would you ever want to wear spray-on jeans that are that tight and that restrictive on your body? Like, I get it if it was maybe joggers, because they're at least like stretchable, whereas like jeans, like they just don't look like, I wouldn't be able to get them on my body first. Like, my legs are too big, but I just don't understand why you'd want that in general. Like, how can that be comfortable? Even when I wear slim fitted jeans, I used to hate it, because I was like, this is just uncomfortable all day and I'm wearing it. And I see people wearing them with like rips in, like all this spray effect on them and stuff like that. That's the fashion trend nowadays, and I don't get it. Like, it cannot be comfortable, like, surely. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see how that can ever be good for you or be in any way comfortable. And like, there's something my mum always used to say for me, is like fashion over comfort, and you're just wearing that because you think it looks sick. Sometimes it can look really cool, but most of the time it's not really. Moving on to the third thing on my list, which is miniature bags. Especially, I think there was this one from Lizzo where she had like the smallest, like, I think it's Valentino as well, bag at some award show or something, and people were all talking about that. I kind of get that, because the fashion designers and stuff have basically tried to make it so it's something that people will talk about and get it talking about her and stuff like that, so she's in the news and stuff like that, keep her relevant and stuff like that. I get it, but for normal people, like, I see some people on nights out wearing this sort of stuff, like miniature bags which are smaller than their size of their hand. I don't really understand it. Like, I get it's just something to add and to look kind of cool, but especially when they're like, I just don't. It just is a waste of time. Like, for me, a lot of times fashion needs to be at least somewhat functional. Like, it doesn't have to be completely functional, but in some way, I would like my jumper to keep me warm. You're gonna see in a video which I think I'm releasing tomorrow is like I'm reviewing a celebrity and they're just always wearing distressed like t-shirts and stuff like that. Like, if it doesn't keep you warm, for example, what is the point in it? And for a bag that small, which you could fit more stuff genuinely in your pocket, I don't understand why you do that. Like, my personal opinion, it's really stupid. And obviously, I think some people do it. Like, for example, this picture, I think it is a bit of like a publicity stunt, but I just don't understand it. And I've seen them on Depop all over the place, and I just would either get a bigger bag and just take a bigger bag with you so you can actually fit your stuff in. Right, the next thing we're going to talk about is double denim, or double anything, pretty much. Just like, yeah, double denim is not good, in my opinion. Like, it's everywhere nowadays. Like, there's so many pictures of double denim, and I just don't get it. Firstly, I don't think it's that impressive, especially when the denim is two different types of denim. That really gets on my nerves. Maybe if it was like blue and black, it'd be okay, but when it's two different shades of blue, I absolutely hate it. It just doesn't look right to me. Sometimes it can look okay with the right stuff, but I've seen an outfit, for example, by Russell Westbrook, where he's wearing denim shoes, denim jeans, denim jacket, and a denim hat. Like, that is overkill. Genuinely, that is way too much in my opinion. And I just think it's not very creative a lot of times. Like, for example, this one on the runway is quite creative because obviously it's got the waistcoat underneath and stuff like that. But usually, from my experience, double denim it's not that creative. There's not much you can really do with it because you're just matching stuff. And I just don't particularly like it. It's like just wearing a tracksuit, which is the final thing on this list. Me personally, I don't like tracksuits. I've only ever had one, I think. Mainly because I just, again, I don't think much effort gets put into it. Like, I just personally don't like it. Like, sometimes a tracksuit can look alright, but it's like, even the Fear of God Essentials collection is just a bit weak, in my opinion. It's not great. Like, it is what it is. It's good quality and stuff like that, but like, I just don't think it's very fashionable. Like, obviously streetwear is a big thing where like people will wear trainers and stuff like that with it, and I personally just don't like it. It again, fashion is subjective, really. Like, there's certain parts of fashion which I love and certain parts which I don't. Tracksuits just aren't a thing for me, which I see as appealing. I don't know, it just always looked really weird to me. Like, for example, like bright blue tracksuits and stuff like that, and then you've got people wearing like trap star ones and stuff like that, or different brands. I just don't get it. Like, genuinely, I don't understand why, because it's not anything particularly special. I get it if you're going to play sports or something, but then even then it's not that practical. It's just not great for me, and I just don't think the effort is particularly there. Plus, the designs on them are usually just basic as well. It's not particularly innovative, and that's just my opinion on it. At least with double denim, like, you can get some cool designs and stuff like that. It's just all one thing usually, and that's all it is. So in my opinion, it's quite boring, quite basic, and it's usually sportswear brands, which nowadays I don't wear too much. But that is my 5 things which I don't like within fashion. If you have liked this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have supported the channel in any way, I really do appreciate it. I see all the nice comments and stuff like that, and I respond to pretty much all of them. So if you ever want to leave me a nice comment, I really do appreciate it, and it does make my day genuinely. So thank you so much for watching.